guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a pretty big book haul for you guys. Okay, so as all good book hauls must begin with the beverage of choice. Today I have my dog mug. I got coffee, even though it's pretty stinking hot. So I have a lot of books on my ebook, but we'll do that later. So let's start with the physical copies. The first one I have here is Brite by Hannah Moskowitz. So this book is about a guy named Jonah who is on a quest to become the strongest person ever, I think, or to like really build his body. And I know what you're thinking, working out. No such thing. Turns out he's gonna try to break every bone in his body so they grow back stronger. And yeah, we'll find out how he does that. That is actually a real thing. When you break your bones, they do grow back stronger. But I don't know about breaking all of them. I was talking with a friend and I'm like, I wonder if that means he's gonna break every vertebrae separately, or if just the spine counts as one. Like if he breaks one, it counts as, I don't know. Anyway, technicalities we shall get into in the book review. The second one I have here is Night Film by Marisha Pessl, and this is: on a damp October night, the body of beautiful Ashley Cordova is discovered in a Manhattan warehouse. Though her death is ruled a suicide, investigative journalist Scott McGrath suspects otherwise. The last time McGrath got too close to the Cordova dynasty, he lost his marriage and his career. This time, he could lose his mind. That kind of made me giggle, the way the last sentence was formulated. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. There are also... Okay, hold on, let's not go too far into the book. Pictures! Well, they're like articles and things, which is probably gonna make it a lot more interesting and a lot more dynamic in the investigative storytelling. The next one I have here is Amygdalatropolis by B.R. Yeager. Amygdalatropolis is a work of brilliant neurorealism in which the city is a computer, a libidinal pornotopia voided of all Bedeutung other than the residual electronic prickling of such sexual fear and auto-autistic aggression, where software and synapse flicker in an endless algorithmic loop. I don't know if I read Bedeutung correctly. It's B-E-D-E-U-T-U-N-G, and it's in italic, so maybe it's a made-up word. I don't know. Let me know, please let me know. Norbert Wiener's apocalyptic steersman leads directly into a psychopathological cyber utopia, heading straight into the lake of fire. I'm kind of scared. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I just read this paragraph and there's this much, but I'll tell you more about it in the book review because I feel I'm gonna have a lot of things to say about this. And also by B.R. Yeager, because Negative Space. I really like the book cover on this one. It's really cool. Actually, both Amygdalatropolis and Negative Space, aside from the font, have kind of like a same cover style, I feel like, where it's a picture with a color overlay and transparency and like a thing. I think it's really cool. I like it. Anyway, and this one is about... Oh crap, they're quotations. Ugh. Hold on. Can we say down with the quotes on the back, and can we get an actual blurb or something about the story? Jeez. Okay, so we have a synopsis here. We have: set in the isolated city of Kinsfield, the book is told through 3 different perspectives: Jill, Amr, and Lou, all of whom are frustrated teenagers suffering from the kinds of social malaise and oh my gosh, engendered by growing up in a small conservative town. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm having such a hard time reading today. Sex, drugs, and internet forums act as their primary means of escape from the drudgery that currently besets them, which Yeager articulates with an unsparing sense of realism that is both shocking yet relatable. Besides their shared agents setting, what fundamentally links these three characters and their separate narrations to one another is their association with the enigmatic Tyler, a shadowy loner who possesses an alien charisma. We love aliens on this channel. And simultaneously seductive yet dangerous. Ooh, it looks like it's gonna be good. I don't want to read too much because I want to find out what happens as I read it. And the last book I have here is the one that delayed this book haul because it took its sweet tootin' booty time to get here. And that is Consumed by David Cronenberg. Finally. It better be good. After sleeping with one of Molnar's patients, Nathan contracts a rare STD called Roif's and travels to Toronto determined to meet the man who discovered the syndrome. Dr. Barry Roif, Nathan learns, now studies his own adult daughter, whose bizarre behavior masks a devastating secret. It looks really good. Okay. So that was all for the physical copies. Now let's get to the ebook. That's what I was reading last. Pen Pal by Dathan Auerbach. I'm gonna film a review of that. So the first book I got is The Island of Dr. Moreau by H.G. Wells, and it's essentially about a shipwrecked guy who ends up on an island and finds out about the vivisectionist Dr. Moreau and starts to suspect that there's like human experiments going on, and Dr. Moreau's like, no, I've just been transforming animals into humans. I haven't been dealing with humans. And that's kind of the premise. If you follow my channel, you know that I did a review of The Invisible Man a few videos ago. And yeah, I can't wait to read more of H.G. Wells because I've read The Time Machine and The War of the Worlds for school. The Invisible Man was the first H.G. Wells I read like for fun. Even though I loved The War of the Worlds and Time Machine, it's a different experience. So I can't wait to read some more of his writings. The next one is The Torture Garden by Octave Mibreau. I am such a doofus, seriously, because in my mind, I'm like, books that are written in English, I'll get them in English, and books that are written in French, I'll get in French because I read in French, and then depending on what language is closer, I'll get whatever translation. Man, I got Torture Garden in English when Octave Mibreau is a French playwright and wrote it in French. Okay, anyway, then I can make a commentary on the translation, I suppose, so there's always that, but like I said, I'm a doofus. So I am not going to read the synopsis for this one. I'm just going to read you a quote that I think is pretty telling. Honestly, I can't remember the synopsis exactly, but I just know it was fun. The novel is dedicated, and I quote, I'm quoting the author naturally, to the priests, the soldiers, the judges, to those people who educate, instruct, and govern men, I dedicate these pages of murder and blood. I was like, fun! With a name like Torture Garden. I think it's just like people torturing each other or something like that. I don't know. Oh, wait, I think it's like a BDSM. Is it a BDSM thing or is it just like torture? We shall see. The next one I have is The Atrocity Exhibition by J.G. Ballard. The Atrocity Exhibition is an experimental novel of linked stories of condensed novels of British writer J.G. Ballard. The Atrocity exhibition practically lies outside of any literary tradition. Part science fiction, part eerie historical fiction, part pornography, its characters adhere to no rules of linearity or stability. Of specific interest are the illustrations by underground cartoonist and professional medical illustrator Phoebe Lochner, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Her ultra-realistic images of eroticism and destruction and an important dimension of Ballard add an important dimension to Ballard's text. Ooh, I kind of said everything and also nothing. So we'll see. We shall see. Next up, I got The Divine Comedy by Dante. So that is a poem about hell. Basically, I think we all know at this point what the Divine Comedy is. I also got the L'Île Mystérieuse, or The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne. This one I actually remembered to get in French because I'm not that much of a dingbat. That is debatable. So Mysterious Island is about a group of soldiers who escape on a boat of some type, and they I think shipwreck. I don't know if they shipwreck or if they end up finding randomly a volcanic island, and they kind of set up there to live, and they find that there was a dead sailor there, and that's the mystery. So we'll see how it goes. That was a bad synopsis. I'm really sorry. I think the book will be better than my describing it. Hopefully. But I think it has kind of like Lord of the Flies and Wilson vibes. So we'll see how it goes. Wilson as in the Tom Hanks movie. Castaway. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. I'm so sorry. So I also got Pen Pal by Dayton Auerbach, as I said, but that one I read and I'm going to do a book review about right after, so I'm not going to tell you about it. And finally, I got Autumncrow by Cameron Chaney, a fellow booktuber. So here is the synopsis. Welcome to Autumncrow Valley, where every night is Halloween. Enjoy your stay. But first, a few words of warning. Stay out of the forest, never venture out after dark, and don't stare too long into the shadows. You may not like what you see. Have a pleasant visit. We hope it won't be your last. Author Cameron Chaney presents seven new tales of All Hallows terror, along with his newly revised novella, There Are Monsters Here, in print for the very first time. Alright, that was it. A pretty long book haul. I almost forgot what it was called. I rarely buy books, but as you can see, I figured it's been so long, I might as well go all out. I also am on the hunt for some more Samuel Beckett. I read the Waiting for Godot, the classic. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice coffee. Like it if you did. Let me know your thoughts down below. See you guys in the next video. Bye!